This here is the Honda PCX 150. I'm happy to say that this bike gets up and moves. It also has a large storing capacity. Here's the under the seat. I gotta get out to my my place, my little cabin I got. So I got my water, food, some more water, little snack, lots of these bags. I got tile in here, some grout, and a drill. That's I think there might even be something else in there, can't remember. And then I got my hat I got to put in here. I almost forgot about this. That can go right here. So that's ready. Looks like I got something that's a little too, might be a little too on the thick side, but I got to get this stuff out there anyways. It's got a mean looking front. So I take this bike, it's about a mile and a little over a mile on the highway. So I got to get up to highway speeds. And then I go up this dirt road. So we're going to go off road today. And it's about 9 miles of hellacious dirt roads. And not even sure you'd want to take your family car out there. There's some areas that just are not accessible unless you have four-wheel drive. So I've already taken this out to that area, I don't know, half dozen or more times already. So I know the bike can make it. I've done it before. Haven't driven through mud. I don't really want to drive through mud, but I mean, if I have to, I'll get off the bike and push it. This is the road that I got to go up. You can see all those rocks, and the road is washed out in some areas. So we go up a couple hundred feet on top of this ridge, and then we come back down into a dry lake bed. Yeah, it's got some good views. It's real pretty. And we just came from that way. And looking at this, it's obviously not a dirt bike. You know, the wheels, the tires are only 3 inches, if that. But I chose it because it does have large tires, and I've always been a dual sport person, and I just wanted to get out of the gear shifting and that type of bike. So I got me a electric, or it's automatic scooter, and it holds its, you know, own pace. I mean, it's got some power. I was shocked. I was just on the freeway and got up to almost 70. You know, the bumps aren't too bad with the bike. It goes over pretty much anything, but when it gets to be like really thick gravel and it just, or real soft sand, it starts to slip and dig in, and that's where a better tire with more aggressive tread would work out better. But it has no trouble climbing this incline. Doing almost 20 miles an hour. There's some sandy areas. Got to go out there by that black mountain. It's about 8 miles from here, maybe a little less. Coming back up this incline, it gets a little slippery, but the bike never fails. It just doesn't really spin out. I don't get stuck at all. It's a city out there with the golf course, but it's a nice ride. It's pretty.
I want the attraction when I'm in the club. I want you to want me, cause I want your love, baby. In the morning light, you gotta live your life right. I just wanna have fun till the morning light. In the morning light.
It's a pretty nasty area. No problems. We haven't seen the bad stuff yet. It's coming. It's out there. So some areas up here, the gravel is just too slippery for this type of tires I got on this bike. Here's one of those spots right here. This is where I would need better tires. Still doing 10 miles an hour with it, but it's just rough. I bottom out once in a while. The back does and the front does occasionally, because there's just not enough shock travel. Can't see the washboard, but it's there. It's not, the rain has kind of eliminated some of those spots, but it's still here. But there's the view. I mean, that's just pretty cool out there. I enjoy the drive on an ATV, not so much on the bike. Yeah, here's some the washboard. You can see the ripples. This bike just doesn't like those ripples at all. Or the gravel. And the tread's not bad. It's got those grooves, and those grooves really you know, let rocks slip in there and sand, and it gives it more traction. Picking up speed again, about 20. I've hit 25 out here, but again, it depends on how the road condition is. The gravel really is a pain in the rear. Not too bad. I'm doing 15 miles an hour. Hopefully I can pick up speed. I'm only doing this one hand, remember that. that green. Those are all yellow daisies ready to blossom. There's fields of them out here. If it rains some more, I mean, we did a little bit last night, there was a little sprinkle, but we get more rain, that all that green, light green areas will become just yellow flowers. It's a pretty awesome sight. And it turns into a big mud puddle when it rains heavy. I'm not even sure how people, or even why anybody would live out here. That was a wash. A little deeper than I thought. There's a couple of spots. Lots of sand. That's all I gotta say is there was a lot of sand. You can see the little, looks like a little lizard walk through, and that's how the bike grips. It's not bad. I mean, it does grip the sand. Just gravel is a little different, a little slipperier. But it is super quiet out here. And I'm still going. I gotta close this gate, but the little bike's doing it. Even with I don't know, I guess it's pretty close to 300 pounds on it. All right, I'm gonna retape it. It gets bad, but I'm gonna turn it off for a second. Sandy. I mean, this is all packed. This is all packed sand. That was a twig. I got a twig in my wheel. And then we come up across a big wash here, which I don't know. I went that way before. I'll try to do it again. Yeah, take a look at that. That's like, I don't know, it's over a foot. And it wasn't like this before. It was a nice little ramp. But we had some heavy rains and it just totally took this out. So I'm going to drive where I did before and up that hill. It's a little easier. That was something. All right, I'm gonna continue. This is again, this is super sandy. It's like a giant wash. Made it. Pretty out here. That was all sand. Soft sand, like beach. You know, I just didn't want to shift gears anymore. I'm just tired of that. And oh, this is all sand here. This is gonna give me some trouble. Oh, not too bad. I recovered. Oh, I mean, the bike's doing a good job. Again, I've been out here like 8 times already and full of stuff. I mean, I brought gallons of water out here. Oh, I just carry a lot of weight with this little scooter, and it does the same job as my dual sport that I had. It was a 650. But the dual sport, you know, again, it does the job better and it's faster, but I'm still doing the same thing I was doing before. I haven't brought anybody out here yet, like on this bike. We normally bring the ATV when we come out with me and Terry. It's doing it. Even at 15 miles an hour, it's doing it. That's some rough stuff. Sand. Ooh. So rancher water tank out there. They left for the season. They don't do their cattle in summer, but in fall they'll bring them back out here again. Whoa. This is where I almost ran over a rattlesnake. I saw it right over here near the sand. And this is thick stuff. I'm gonna push it a little bit. Oh God, this is thick. Okay, God, that was thick. Oh, well, God dang it. Oh, I wasn't watching where I was going, and I slid into this kind of it's like a wash. So all right. call this moon rock, even though it's just some kind of silica. Cat litter. It's just what we call it though. I don't know the scientific term. Look at these hills. The terrain out here is not flat in most spots out this way. Ooh, that was a good one. These washes. No problems. This is always a bad spot for any of my bikes. Not the quad, that thing just is nothing. But any of the bikes I've had, I've always came through here kind of apprehensive and kind of nervous. Today it's dry, it's not too bad. Yeah, no problem. And that comes down from that mountain. Last time I came out here, it was muddy. The washes had water in it. Not today. Wow, look at that.